Hi there, how are you today? I'm so glad you're here. I'm excited to spend time with you. My name is Frances, and I'm a mom, and I have two puppy dogs. Their names are Angel and Luna, and for my job, I have a great fun time helping people buy and sell houses. But today, I'm excited to be here with you, and we're going to do two fun things together today. We're going to read this great book called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Isn't that a silly name for a book? And this book is written by a lady by the name of Laura Joffe Numeroff. And then see all these beautiful pictures here? These are called illustrations. And illustrations help bring the book to life for us and make reading the book that much more fun. And the lady that drew all these pretty pictures for us, her name is Felicia Bond. Can you see her name right there? There you go. Yeah. So, are you ready to start with me? Okay. If you give a mouse a cookie, you see the little boy with the cookie in his hand, and you see the mouse way over here. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. Why do you think that is? I know, cookies are really sweet, aren't they? And they probably make you thirsty. And when you give a mouse a glass of milk, do you see that? The little boy is pouring a glass of milk for the mouse. He probably got it from the refrigerator, right? He'll probably ask for a straw. Yep, there it is. There's the straw. What color is that straw? Yellow? Right, it's yellow. Look at the mouse. Does he look full? I bet you he's got a really full belly. When he's finished, he'll ask you for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in the mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. A milk mustache, that's silly. Have you ever had a milk mustache? I have, and not only are they silly, they're fun. When he looks in the mirror, he might notice that he also needs a haircut. You see that hair way up there? Yep, looks like it needs to be cut to me. So he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. If you ever need to use scissors, be sure to have your mommy or your daddy or an adult near you, okay? When he finishes giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping, and he might even get carried away and sweep every room in the house. Wow, he's a very tidy mouse. He may even end up washing all the floors. And when he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. He looks pretty tired, doesn't he? I'd be tired after cleaning all those floors too, wouldn't you? You'll have to fix a little box as a bed for him, with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. Have you ever fluffed your pillow? Oh, it's really nice. It makes it comfy and cozy. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. Oh, just like we're doing right now. So you read for him one of your books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. In this picture, here's the little boy. What color shirt do you think he's wearing? I think that looks like orange, doesn't it? And his hair, what color is his hair? Yep, his hair's color is red, right. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited that he'll want to draw one of his own pictures. He'll ask for paper and crayons. He keeps asking for a lot of stuff, doesn't he? and he'll draw a picture. Look at all these pretty crayons. He's got green, and he's got orange, and he's got gray, and yellow, and blue, and brown. Those are really pretty. How many crayons does he have to draw with? Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 crayons. That's a lot of crayons. I bet you can draw a pretty picture with 6 crayons. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name. Did you know that all artists like to sign their name to the bottom corner of their pictures? With a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator. Do you hang your pictures on a refrigerator? I hang my daughter's pictures on a refrigerator, which means he'll need, what do you think he'll need to hang his pictures? Scotch tape. Yeah. What else could you use to hang pictures on a refrigerator? You could use a magnet, right? So you could use Scotch tape or a magnet. He'll hang up his drawing and he'll stand back to look at it. See him here? Standing back to look at his pretty picture? Looking at the refrigerator will remind him. What do you think it'll remind him of? That he's thirsty. He has been working pretty hard, sweeping the floor and washing the floors and drawing. That could make you thirsty. So, he'll ask for a glass of milk. Does that sound familiar? And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. He's a smart mouse, don't you think? So there you have our story. If you give a mouse a cookie, he'll end up getting 2 cookies. And that's what I call a smart mouse. Wasn't that a fun book? So tell me, what do you remember about this book? When the little boy gave him a cookie, what did he want? Yeah, he wanted a glass of milk. And then he wanted a napkin to wipe his mouth, right? Right. And then, what did he want to do? He wanted to sweep up all the hair that he cut, because he noticed when he looked in the mirror to make sure he didn't have a milk mustache, that he saw his hair was long, so he had to cut his hair. But then it fell on the floor, so he needed to sweep it up. But then he decided to sweep all the rooms in the house. And because he was so busy, he decided to get even busier and he washed all the floors. But then he was pooped out from working so hard that he decided to take a nap. And to make him fall asleep, he asked if they could read him a story. And the story, he saw beautiful pictures in the book just like these. And then he said, I want to draw beautiful pictures. And then he used crayons to draw beautiful pictures, and he hung them on the refrigerator with tape. And then he stood back to look at it, and he said, that refrigerator makes me think I'm thirsty. And he asked for a glass of milk, and the glass of milk reminded him that to go with this glass of milk, it sure would be nice to have a cookie. That's right. So if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to get 2 cookies. Do you see how that works? I hope you enjoyed listening to this story. So are you ready to do our craft together? Great, let's do that. So just if you remember, this is our craft about our mouse and the cookie and his glass of milk. Isn't that fun? He's pretty cute, right? And we're going to use a bunch of different shapes to make our craft. So will you help me identify these shapes? So here we have one shape is the cookie. Do you know what shape that is? That's a circle. Do you see any other circles on this paper? How about these ears? Are these circles? Right. Do you see any more circles? I see a couple more. Do you? That's right. His eyes, his googly eyes, and his nose are all circles. That's quite a lot of circles. How many circles do you think that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 circles. And look at his cute face. Do you know what shape that is? That's a triangle. And triangle means that you have 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. That's right. And then this glass, what shape is that? Do you see that? This glass is a rectangle. And a rectangle has 4 sides, but these 2 sides are long and they're the same. And these 2 sides are shorter, but they're the same, and that's a rectangle. Right. So are you ready to make these? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out these shapes, and then we're going to glue them on our template here, and we're going to make this fun craft. You want to do that with me? Awesome. So what we're going to start with doing is we've got some different shapes here, and we're going to cut them out. And here's our triangles for the face. And here's our pink circles for his cute ears. And then here's our rectangle for his glass of milk. And to drink a glass of milk, we have a straw. Do you remember the color of the mouse's straw in the book? What was that you said? That's right, the straw was yellow. Do you know what color our straw is here? It's white. Yes, straws come in all different colors. Okay, so first of all, we're going to cut out the big circle that's going to make our cookie. So let's do that. Remember, if you're using scissors, make sure you have an adult with you. Okay, see that? We've got our circle for our cookie. Now we're going to cut out the 2 pink circles for his ears. Bear with me. So we're cutting in circles, and you need to go round and round and round. Round and round and round. Right. So there's one. And now we're going to do the other one real quick. Do you like to draw circles? Drawing circles are fun. Drawing shapes are fun. I bet you can draw all kinds of shapes if you wanted to. All right, here's our second circle. So that's his second ear. So now we have 2 ears. And we've got 1 cookie. Now, let's cut out this triangle for his cute face, okay? We're going to do that next. Okay, so we're going to cut out this triangle here. All right. And that's going to be his face. And do you remember what he wanted to look in the mirror to see on his face? Do you remember? To see if he had a milk mustache. There's his face. Oops, it's going to go that way. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to cut out the rectangle for his glass of milk, right? So I'm just going to do that real quick here. And do you remember after he drank that really big glass of milk, what he wanted to do? Remember, his belly was real full, and he had done all that cleaning and mopping and sweeping. Do you remember? That's right, he wanted to take a nap, right? Okay, so now we have the rectangle for our glass of milk. We've got our triangle for his face. We've got our big circle for his cookie. and our 2 pink circles for his ears. And so now we're going to take some glue stick, and I'm going to put glue stick on these areas so that we can put our shapes on there. Right, we're going to do that really quick here, and we're going to put our shapes on there. Right, okay. So I'm going to put on his face. Right, I'm going to put on the cookie. And we're all done with this. We're going to have to draw a little bit too, okay? All right, put on 1 ear, and we're going to put on 2 ears. Okay, see? Is that starting to look good? Yeah, I think so. I think that's starting to look really cute. All right, now remember, we have to put on, we have to put on the googly eyes too. All right, so we're going to do that as well, because he's got to be able to see, to read his book, right? And to draw his picture. Yep, mice need eyes too. And then we got to put on his little pink nose. Right? Because mice need noses too. That's right. And then we need to let it dry a little bit. Okay, so now we have the rectangle for his glass of milk. But before we do that, we have to put the straw in his glass of milk. So we're going to extend the straw, and we're going to bend it. Isn't that fun how that bends? And then we're going to put some glue stick on the straw. And we're also going to put some glue stick on the paper to help the straw stick better. All right, there we go. Got that on there. All right, now we're going to put the glass of milk on there. All right, almost done. Almost done. All right. This has been a fun project to do with you. Thank you for letting me do it. All right, here we go. See? It's coming together, huh? Yeah, we see our straw, isn't that fun? And see our mouse. Now we have to draw our cookie a little bit. So we're going to do that with our crayons that came in our box. Let's see what we have here for crayons. Let's see, where did our crayons go? Our crayons have disappeared. Well, we'll pretend that we drew them on there. That looks pretty good, right? So this was our sample, and this is our craft that we did, right? Well, I hope you had a fun time today reading our book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And I hope you had fun doing our craft. And remember to ask your parents to give you some Scotch tape or a magnet so you can hang your craft on your refrigerator. And just maybe if you step back to look at it, you might get thirsty and you might ask for a cookie too. Nice to spend time with you today. Enjoy and be sure to be reading a book every day. Reading is so good for you. Bye.